Donna Vekic injured versus Coco Gauff as she attempts to serve out the first set. Whoa! As always, this coverage is brought to you via the doctrine of fair use, the fair dealing, and the digital Millennium Act. In the words of Elena Rybakina, I don't know you, Pam Shriver. Pam Shriver, it's not right for you to say these things about me and Stefanos. I've never met you, Pam Shriver. But Pam Shriver will go on to say working with Donna Vekic, one of the best tennis relationships she's had in nearly 50 years in the sport. We all know Pam was called in to help Donna with her short ball. But right now, she's going to need a miracle. As she would call for the physio, you could see the agony on her face. And she would fail to attempt serving out the first set, not once, but twice. Coco would break back and extend this first set to a first set tiebreak. Now, we see Donna Vekic do the amazing stretches with her arms. And look, all players do them. But I think Donna has put an emphasis on them due to the past injuries. And I talk a lot about that championship in Italy against Clara Tauson. I talk about her run a lot here in 2019. Amazing. I was there watching it every step of the way. But right now, I feel this crowd is also getting to her, as well as the pain on her arm, as she would fail to serve this first set out on 2 occasions. And right now, she's double faulting and she's making a lot of errors. Coco Gauff, on the other hand, we see the improvements with the serve, but she's still faulting. However, ladies and gentlemen, Andrea Petkovic from Germany, she stated something I find a little bit interesting. She said as long as she's watched Coco play, she feels Coco's under the most stress she's ever seen her under. Listen, my personal opinion, I've watched Coco play every match, literally the last, 5 years. I would personally say I think it's New York being a former champion here. And I think the pressure really for a lot of the stars is to make it to the second week. I think once you make it to the second week, the crowds, they get a little bit smaller, especially on the outside courts. And you could really focus a lot more on your game because you have the confidence, you have your form, you have the rhythm, and you have the belief that, look, I can do this. Only a few more matches left. I can do this, right? So I think that's really what it is. Coco has to get to the second week, and Osaka's coming up. Possibly, if Osaka can hold her end of the bargain, I think that's going to be Coco's toughest match this tournament. Coco takes the first set. She leaves the court, guys. It looks like she's bathroom break, getting herself together. How did she do it in the first set? It wasn't pretty, but she got the job done. Only 59% of her first serves won. Through the first 4 service games, that number was 90%. Donna Vekic, the upper edge on the upper hand on the second serves won. Coco losing 85% of her second serves. She is getting 63% of her first serves in play. A little better than lately. However, ladies and gentlemen, she's got to control the breakpoint opportunities. I feel she will do that in the second set once she calms her nerves. Knowing that she's up a set, I've noticed Coco plays a lot more aggressive and she looks to strike a lot more winners when she has that 1 set cushion. So I expect Coco to wrap this up fairly quickly, and let's hope Donna Vekic is not seriously injured. Tennis in a Minute, we'll be back.